And I'm back with Justin O'Donnell, and I'm putting him on the hot seat about crime and justice. And we're talking. I gave you fair warning. We're talking about bail. And when you and I were discussing about doing this show, you averred to a very horrible case.
Yes.
Without all the details. Let's just give me the situation.
Okay. Well, what happened is there was this offender. He had been serving time for molesting a 12-year-old, I believe. He was released from jail, but as part of his sentence, he was placed on probation. And this criminal went out and seriously hurt a 3-year-old.
Seriously sexually hurt a 3-year-old girl.
Yes.
So he wasn't out on bail. He had served his sentence. He was out on probation.
Yeah, which is just as serious. Because
but he had been convicted.
Yes.
And that happens sometimes when, judges just in everybody's view don't set down the penalty to match the crime. But then so this is a terrible situation. He was out on probation. And then, of course, as I've read, he wants to be admitted to a prison for women. So, because he identifies as a woman. Crazy. But let's talk about bail for a second. There are many cases, especially it seems recently, where 15-year-old kids arrested, out on bail, and they go and commit another crime the day after.
Yeah, it reminds me of a case. I don't know if you're familiar with Chuck Cadman. He's a now deceased MP. His son was murdered, and what had happened was the murderer. He was a young offender. He had been before the courts numerous times. They brought him before a court on a charge. He didn't show up, and what would have happened is they would have put an arrest warrant out immediately. What happens? The judge just said, "Okay, well, you know what." Just call the lawyer, just let him know whenever he's ready to come in, we'll just do this.
The revolving door of justice is something that infuriates people because, judges say, okay, well, they're either lax or, oh, he's 15, or there was one case I read of last week where a young black man had a very high-powered revolver, and he wasn't having that for any good purpose, but the judge, he's told the judge believes, he said, well, I'm a black person, and I need this revolver to protect myself. And the judge said, oh, right. I mean...
Okay, sorry, you can't, use defense as based on whatever race, gender, or creed you belong to. That is, that's not even a defense as far as I'm concerned.
But the judge bought it. So we can talk about all kinds of bail cases, all kinds of atrocities, people out on prohibition. What has to be done, Justin? I mean, people are normal people. Outraged.
There has to be some kind of a mandate system now with this perpetrator in Welland, St. Catharines. It's like, really, why are they even holding a bail hearing when at arraignment they should have just said, okay, because of your prior convictions, the seriousness of the offense, and the fact that you are already on probation, you are being held or remanded without bail. End of story. But some of the governments are involved, whether it be provincial or federal, are reluctant to impose that. And I suspect...
Why?
I suspect part of the reason is the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which we discussed in a previous episode, because it can be misinterpreted, and a lot of criminals and criminal attorneys are now taking advantage of the charter to exploit the rights of the criminals.
Isn't that just nonsense, though? I mean, I don't blame a lawyer for trying to get his client out and using that. So that's like, the charter is being used for so many things. Rights. Now, I mean, we have a Toronto case now where a judge who I know said, he's not talking to me now, though, that you have a charter right to a bike lane. I mean, this is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. You don't have a charter right to get out on bail after you've just knifed somebody to death.
Yeah, you do have a charter right to a fair trial.
Oh, yeah.
You have a charter right to be represented by appropriate counsel, but bail, I don't think is a charter right. This has to be determined on what's in the best interest of society and the nature of the offense.
But bail is the law, and the Minister of Justice we have right now, who's a very nice fellow, is saying, oh, it's not the Wild West. We don't need to make any changes. We're going to take a quick break. And the last break, when we come back, I'm going to have you lay out exactly what should happen in our criminal justice system to make it better. Hard question, but he'll answer it right back after this.